night wherever you are and whenever you are listening or watching this. This is Fallout Coffee, the morning show where I drink my morning coffee and talk about Fallout. I'm your host, Ike van der Deik, and welcome. We'll have some coffee right now. Sorry. How was your day so far? It is, in Germany, it's Saturday, the 6th of May. So, I hope when you are on the east, when you're more to the morning, you had a pleasant day so far, and if you are in the US, you had a nice Friday. Okay, whatever. So, feel free to call into the show whenever you like. You can do this via Skype. My name is Ike van der Deik, and if you find that scribbled note picture and Skype, then you have fun with me. Sorry. Somehow I start to think that my cold is not an actual cold, but I only get it when I get out of bed. Whatever. Let's first, I need to check out my vault. I had some thoughts, especially about that European Commonwealth stuff. Actually, there might be something, especially here in Germany. However, it is not wonderful and not beautiful, and I got so many guys. We're done. But we'll come back for that later. Okay. But I think you can make it to 50. Okay. And 10 hours and he's back. Room on fire. Go over there. No, you're done. There you go, over there. By the way, you can go learn something. You need to do that. Go to school too. And you. Gerald Boyd. I once knew a Boyd from Australia. Whatever. He was so happy that he went to the October. Oh shit! It's past perfect. No, past future. Whatever. That he would have went to the Oktoberfest. Okay, that still got problems, and will always have problems with that. But whatever. Okay. So my vault is almost done, so then we can start with some stuff. Don't need it. Meh. Meh. Okay. Sure. Nice. Although it's junk. Whatever. Have you ever thought about a career in bodybuilding? No? Start with cardio. Okay, by the way, since we are already telling people what to do. Huh? Why is it possible? When I this is interesting. So yesterday I checked on my vault and realized that they stopped counting at 999,999. So 1 to a million. And now I'm over a million. What? Why is that possible? What is happening? Damn it. Okay, whatever. So, yesterday I talked a bit about or shall we start with the news? Oh yeah. Let's check on the world. How is the world going? Let's say. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure thing. Okay. So, I think we can do one actual piece of news. That's quite okay. Okay. So everything's fucked up. However, we've got a new political party in Germany. Die Alternative für Deutschland. It's rather new. We have that from time to time, that a political party pops up and has something to say and then went down. However, okay, so they wanted all the parties in Germany are now preparing for the Bundestagswahlkampf, for the parliament election in October, I think. I don't have the exact date. Okay, and the AfD decided that it's important for them that the time of political correctness is over. So we have not movie, a TV show, which is satirical. So they had picked that part of that candidate, Mrs. Weidel, and yeah, they picked that part of the speech where she said, "Time for political correctness is over," and then they answered. Not they answered, but then they commented on it with the words, where's it? I will not translate that in all, because it sounds much more better in German. Jawohl, lasst uns alle unkorrekt sein. Da hat die Nazi-Schlampe doch recht. Jawohl, let us all be political incorrect. The Nazi bitch is right. That would be a proper translation. So it's clearly satire. However, the AfD is going to court for that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry. This is not about politics. This was not about politics. This was about the satire. Whatever. And if you do not like me hearing that word B, the B word, I'm sorry. It was satire. It wouldn't have been good news if I would not have translated it. Especially since I said it already in German. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in that, while the B word, bitch word. No, actually, I can say about a bitch. No, see, it's not rising. Well, the bitch is originally a dog, a female dog, which is willing to mate or heat for mating. If I do remember correctly, the German word doesn't have a original meaning. It's always degrading and not nice. But whatever. Schopenhauer and stuff like that. The usage, what was it? The usage of its word in its language defines its meaning. Yeah. Good guy. Okay, so, and by the way, since we were talking about Nazis, yesterday, oh no, sorry, Fallout news, nothing happened, and Fallout weather, actually it's quite good. No radioactive fallout, it appears to be foggy outside, so, okay. I don't know if we had a accident in France or in a German or a power plant or whatever. There's some around the world. Okay, so yeah, yes, I was saying yesterday I talked a bit about the problems and not the problems. Yeah, actually, it's kind of a problem. You could not really have a fallout in Europe or in Germany at least, because as I said, we were not into the science stuff in those days. More like sorry, everything is good now. So let's not fuck it up this time. However, where are you? There you are. Oh, hi. Please give me some. Nice. Thank you for these bottles. So far. Oh, I needed that. Okay, I need to check on my level 50 women. Well, we were talking about Nazis, weren't we? I want to breed a superhuman. No, I want to... seriously, this game, when you've got level 50s and max stats, you get a more powerful baby. This is Nazi heaven. Gloria Brooks. Well, you can interpret it as Nazi heaven. It's not Nazi heaven because actually you... Wait, you cannot have a ghoul in this game. And every ghoul who knocks at your door is killed. Maybe we should have a talk about the political correctness of this game. No, just kidding. First of all, it's not Nazi heaven. Why? This guy, this gal, yeah, just shut up. They would not be alive in this game if this would be a Nazi bunker. However, especially, he would be quite interesting for them, because he's kind of blondish, and but he's also of a darker skin tone, so probably the Nazis wouldn't know what to do with him. But yeah. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, breeding superhumans. Sorry. No, actually I was there. I was there, but I was talking about something different. Yeah. Oh, she's in the power plant, so she cannot be. Let's go to her. How are you, madam? Okay, 32 minutes. Would any of you be so kind? Oh, wait, nobody's there. 32 minutes. Okay, 6:50. Try to remember that. Let's take another one. Laurie Snyder. Yeah, she's almost done with that. So, okay. Yeah, let's. Nope. Let's. Yeah. How are you doing, Mrs. Snyder? And. Amanda Davidson. Or. I would like to sort by gender. Gender is the word. Gender. She's exploring. Whatever. Later. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, actually, oh no, we started a little bit later. But my coffee is empty. I'm kind of, I don't know. Don't know what to do right now. Should I talk or should I go now? Get a coffee or... Dumb question. I'll get a coffee. I leave you in the trustful hands of Jesse Duncan. Have fun looking at him. Actually, the noise is way too... Oh, let's go. Yeah, have some music. And that was a Midwest orchestra with their little trumpet symphony. Wasn't it wonderful? Okay, hey, welcome back. So, yeah, Nazi Germany. Okay, as I said yesterday, I don't know if you remember or if you have been listening in yesterday. So we had some problems here in Germany. The denazification didn't go so well. So in the 50s, all those who were not... Oh, by the way, the denazification didn't go so well because, let's say, some military officials from some countries in the West, I don't want to say any names, said or thought that they were needed. Well, they probably were needed, but still they, even some really bad dudes, bad hombres, got away with it. And yeah, for example, oh, damn it, I can't remember his name. It was shit. He went in and I would like to, imagine quotation marks right now. He rescued quotation marks end that Mussolini from Italia when the Italians had enough of the war. So yeah, there were some bad dudes who got out way too early and whatever. So in the 50s, those, not all of us were Nazis, but let's not say us. I wasn't born in those days. I know some religions think that you should atone for the sins of your fathers and forefathers, but I'm not one of those. Whatever. So, what was I saying? Wait a moment. Coffee. Okay, so, yeah. A lot of Nazis were still alive, or not alive, but were still free, or became free again. And also we had those guys who were imprisoned in Russia who came back, and all those in the POWs. And so we also had a booming economy, so everything went well. We were not much into science, and they were the Nazis were getting fat and what is it? Petting their bellies? No. If you're satisfied, you know what you do then. Whatever you do when you're satisfied. So, if this would have continued until the Great War, we still would have, since ideological thinking changed later, we still would have, to the beginning of the Great War, society which consists of, let's say, a good part of Nazis. Not openly, but, well, kind of. So, okay. Then we have the European Commonwealth Civil War. A civil war normally brings radicalism back. So, okay, need to structure a bit. I'm sorry. This is not scripted. I'm sorry. by the way, if you want to comment, feel free to call and stuff like that. You can do that either via Skype or via chat and so on. Okay, so yeah, the society, what consists of normal civilization, to a degree of hidden Nazis, and to a degree, a small degree, but still to a degree of open Nazis. And they would probably not get influential, but they would be listened more to during the European Civil War. So, right now they're listened more to because of the refugee problem. Actually, it's not a refugee problem, but they declare it a problem. So, well, okay, we had some problem. And we just had a guy from our military who disguised himself as a refugee to plan a terror attack and blame it on the refugees. I love it. The world is fucked up. We're living in interesting times, aren't we? Okay, so back to topic. Society consisting of and probably gaining more influence during the Civil War. So we would then have the Great War with nuclear bombs falling. I don't know if they would have changed. They probably would have changed their planning for where to drop the bombs. The plans. Especially since what happened to the Soviet Union in Fallout? Going to check on that shortly. In a minute. I have to check on that. So, please. Soviet Union. Well, the country fought on the side of the Allies, and yeah, during the Resource War. Sorry. Had to sneeze. Okay, so they didn't were in conflict with the US. During the Resource Wars, so it's not really clear. Yeah, so it's not really clear what happened with the Soviet Union. However, it seems to be that it still existed. So no glasnost, no perestroika. Yeah, the Fallout Wiki suggests that the relations were good enough so that I don't care. The citizens were able to visit the other country, and the rise of China could also have led to closer ties between the US and the USSR. Okay, so let's stay with the with Germany for now. It's not Nazi yet. I'm coming to that. Wait a moment. Okay, so Germany. Nazi problem and would still have a problem and would become a problem again during the Great War. Since the US and USSR would probably not have waged war in the European theater, they would have, I don't know how many bombs they would have dropped on Europe. I don't know if France would have dropped some, or even, no, actually they... Question. Is a civil war possible if two of the countries, two parts of the civil war have nukes? Is a second American... whatever. No, seriously, France and UK have nukes. Would a civil war be possible? And how would it look like? Whatever, let's assume it was conventional. Please. I don't like the idea. So we had a conventional civil war in Europe in those days, and then, yeah, the Great War happened, since it was not... Well, let's say probably that when the Great Bombs were... the Great War started, and the US started their nukes, and China started their nukes, depending on who started it first, whatever. Probably Russia would have started them, and then also, well, just because the other nuking countries would have started them too, just because. More like out of the feeling they did it, so why shouldn't we do it? So, well, as I said, I don't know how many nukes would have dropped on Germany. However, I do assume that it's the idea of the 1950s, and probably France would have dropped one on Germany. Just not near the border, but more, let's say, in Berlin or something like that. Just because, why would Germany still be divided? That's another question. Probably. So, whatever. Okay, yeah. It's FDR and the GDR we have to talk about, but let's then stick to the FDR. Still, probably they would have dropped the bomb on Berlin just to make a statement. We still would have radioactive fallout. The whole world was afflicted. So, what we did not have were shelters, not like the vaults in America. I don't know if they would have built some, and assuming that it's 1950s idea, probably not. We did have some shelters for the highest ranks. They're becoming museums right now in Germany. Quite interesting. And you can visit them. However, they were, not big enough and actually not really long. So I think 30 days at most. So oh, perfect. Okay, let's do that. Let's deal with that one. So whatever, if they all came out after 30 days and so on and so forth, we probably would have seriously, that's it. boring. Whatever. I think it was a level 8 anyway. So. I need to take another sip. So, the population of the FDR and actually the GDR as well would not have been protected very good. So they would either die from radiation, or when now with the good part comes, they would have mutated into ghouls. I don't know exactly what characteristics, if there are, for the mutation into ghouls. If it's just long-term radiation, then actually shouldn't be the whole world mutating into ghouls. Or maybe there's some other factors I'm not aware of it. So probably we can have a scientific paper on that. That's it. Oh my god, holy cannoli! On the ground, a page from Polar Plumpkins. They had a gag, and I know but the Major's office will have that info. So, off to the Major's office. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. That thing, we have to, although we have a lot of stim packs and a lot of free space, we still have to go back to the vault. Okay, whatever. It's an original iOS game, so... oh, by the way. Okay, where were we? Nazi Germany. No, not yet. Germany. So, the ghoulification of Germany. It probably would have happened. I suspect that I think that many Germans would have died of radiation. Since we did not have the FEV, whatever, virus here, probably would not have any super mutants. So it would be a bit cleaner in that kind of idea. However, we would have maybe mutations in our animals, I don't know. I think some animals needed the FEV2 to get mutated, but I'm not so sure. But ghoulification. So, the ghoulification of the population would have, I don't know the statistics, but let's assume first the radiation would have killed, let's say 80%. Is that a good estimate? Would have killed 80% of the population. Let's say 10% survived without harm, or with just minor mutations like blood cancer, and another 10% might have been ghoulified. So since the Nazi problem would have been oh yeah, these estimates are solely on the idea of fantasy. I don't know the statistics. I have never seen the plans how Germany would have looked like in an atomic war, in a nuclear war. I don't know. If you have any information for that, on that, please feel free to call in and so on, or write it in chat or in comment. I might adjust my imagination to that then. Okay, since the Nazi problem was quite Um, yeah, through the entire population. Actually, I think it's more. It was more in the upper classes than in the lower classes. But still, we had problems in the. They were everywhere. Well, everyone was in the party in those days, and if you were not in the party, you were either lucky or you were one of those unluckies and went to a concentration camp. But Nazis. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how you get ghoulified. By the way, we could check on that. If there are some not variables, not variables, some factors. Maybe if you have some sort of lifestyle which helps you get ghoulified instead of dying from radiation. But I know the ghouls in the 40 vault, well, the necropolis vault, that the door didn't close and radiation came through the door. So it might happen. Oh, vault 12 it is. Yeah, Bakersfield. To be unsealed, radiation from nuclear detonations and subsequent fallout contaminated the vault, resulting in the death or mutation of every occupant. Okay. Okay, such shelters were not adequate to fully protect against all the effects of nuclear fallout. Yeah, radiation not low enough to kill people, but high enough not to leave them unscathed. Yeah, that's probably what I think already. So, it doesn't actually tell anything. Okay, but we might still assume, since yeah, probably the more fortunate ones were able to build themselves some shelters. Although probably the shelters were all gone when. No, actually, they might have already had some shelters because of the Civil War. That's a good question. But that's. Yeah, need to think about that. Music helps me sing. Would be nice to have Lisa Simpson with a bottle. I might get sued if I use that music. I thought it was a good one. Was it jazz? You shut up. No, that's not jazz, that's swing? What is it? Whatever. Okay. So, we know nothing of the European Civil War. So, we have to assume that in the regions we know nothing of the GDR and FDR. So we have to assume that both of them still exist. Probably the Civil War was in between the Commonwealth. So we have to assume that the GDR stayed out of it. The Soviet Union and the GDR stayed out. That's totally bullshit crazy. They wouldn't have stayed out of it. the communists would have tried to free the rest of Germany. So we have to assume actually that the GDR went down as well as it did in history. So maybe they were released. The satellite states were released. Let's take a look if we have some. No, we got nothing on that. Oh, raiders. Hey, hello. Do we need raiders? No, we need feral ghoul attacks. Okay, we have to assume that the GDR went down. Otherwise, if the Soviet Union would still be functioning, just... Hi! Good morning to you. How are you? Okay, back to topic. Sorry. European Civil War. We have to assume that the GDR went down, otherwise it would have intervened. The Soviet Union and the GDR and all the Warsaw Pact states would have intervened in the European Civil War, just like the France and Sweden did in the German Civil War, in the 30 Years' War, or as right now everybody is doing in Syria. So let's say, or let's assume that the Warsaw Pact states would have been released because it was healthy for the Soviet Union to release their satellite states under certain conditions. Let's say, like they did it with Alaska and US, they got money for it. Probably a lot of politicians from the GDR went back to the Soviet Union without even saying anything. But whatever. Okay. So the European Civil War would have waged between or close to the borders. Probably it would have waged in the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg. I don't even know which countries were part of the European Commonwealth. Let's check on that. Actually, I don't think it's ever said. European Commonwealth. Oh, we had another war with the Middle East. Didn't know that. Okay. Oh yes, sure. We invaded. We invaded for the resources. Totally forgot that. Yeah. Okay, first the resource wars against the Middle East, and then the Civil War, and directly after the Civil War was the was a Great War. So the only notable members of the European Commonwealth were the United Kingdom, France, and Italy. Interesting. So we don't even know if Germany was part of it. Interesting. So it might be my arrogance right now that I am assuming that Germany was a part of the European Commonwealth in the fallout. What the heck? Then I'm arrogant. I don't care. So Germany was part of the European Commonwealth, and we started to fight each other. And we had to have a let's say a conventional civil war. Otherwise we would have, or the United Kingdom and France might have nuked the rest of the European Commonwealth, because I don't know, maybe they had to, and probably this would have started the Great War a bit earlier, or maybe actually it did start the Great War. Since the Fallout movie was cancelled, we do not have a real explanation for it. Do we have one? Okay, whatever. Back to topic. European Civil War, conventional, and so shelters in Germany. Probably there would have been some, especially in the western cities. The rich people would have built the shelters, and the poor people would have used public shelters or U-Bahn stations and stuff like that. We still have shelters from the Second World War in Germany. It's interestingly, it's hard to get rid of them because they built them so good. So or it's too expensive to get rid of them. So we have to assume, or we can assume that during the Civil War and the Great War, the shelters of the Second World War were still functioning and were reopened. However, they were probably not fit for fallout. So we can still assume that 10% of the we can still assume that 80% of the population died, 10% survived, and 10% got ghoulified. However, the Nazi problem, and I've already been there. Actually, let's keep you hanging with that for now. I will get a coffee in after that Mored attack. Oh, I hate you so much right now. You go down there, help. That's fast. That was quite fast. Still, I need a coffee. I'm sorry. I will be right back. I would like to leave you with music, but as you know, I cannot play music here in Germany. It sucks. Whatever. Okay, I'm back. Oh wait, did I spill my coffee? Can't remember. Wait a moment. Okay, so I'm back. And now the fun part begins. However, it might get a bit confusing. Yes, even more confusing than normal. But so we got a ghoulification of the population. We do know that we had a Nazi problem in Germany, and it was widespread throughout the population. So we have to assume that some Nazis were ghoulified, and some Nazis were not. Now, according to, remembering that Nazis were that had some race ideologies. They either would probably saw gullification as a degeneration of a race, or well, if you become a Nazi and get gullified, you will probably you might come up with the idea that actually the gullification is a good thing that happened because it shows you that your genes were better since 80% of the population died to fallout or radiation, and the rest did not. You did not. Hey, why did they steal me my money? I had $1 million and whatever. Okay, so whatever. Yeah, you had the population which was gullified. No, I don't need to get it back. So yeah, so you were in just imagine you are a Nazi who gets gullified, and either you think of killing yourself because you are a degeneration of the human race, of the Aryan race, or you start to think that this is a good thing. And with that, I leave you right now because I really want to see what quest it is, since I just, well, I read. If I wrote that book, it would be nice. I read Heart of Darkness, and I'm quite curious about that quest. I'm sorry. But just imagine if you are a Nazi and you get gullified. What would you do? Feel free to call via Skype. My name is Deik. If you find that piece of paper picture I use here on YouTube, you have found me. You shouldn't be here, Smoothskin. And by the way, why should I know Harkness? Whatever. Yeah. Why did it work? So far, I do not see anything Heart of Darkness. Oh, well, that you could say it is a bit mad. Is there some meaning for the word dart except for what you use in darts? Don't want to look it up right now because actually I do not really care. But whatever. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Oh, thank you. But I already got a bunch of them and got better weapon already. Okay. So, let's, for a moment, take a look at this quest, which was called Dart of Hardness. A dart, I assume. Wait, I'll look it up right now. need to look it up. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Dot, yeah. So it's, yeah. Yeah. Vorentladung, whatever that is. Oh no, that's a dot leader. The dot, 1000. No, it's actually anything, it's like, yeah, an arrow. So, I did not get an arrow. Or a dot. And there was not really madness, except for the point that they thought they would make them handsome again when they do something with him. I don't know what they want to do with him, but whatever. And so actually they named him Dart of Hardness just because they were... Why am I missing the meaning of dart? Whatever. So far, I'm disappointed. Okay, let's get back to... Oh, it's enhanced, okay. Let's get back to Nazi Germany. You know what I mean. Okay, so, probably you did not have thought about it, or maybe you have thought about it, I don't know. But if you are a Nazi, or, well, if I were a Nazi, I'm not, let me assure you. I would either see the Gaulification as a problem, or I would see it as a blessing. No, not as a blessing, but blessing is the wrong word, because you cannot be blessed as a Nazi, because they are non-religious. Although they were some kind of cultists with Hitler and stuff like that. Okay, so, yeah. So, if you were not Gaulified, you would have started. No, we have to start with the Nazis who were not Gaulified. If you were not Gaulified, you were a non-Gaulified Nazi, you would have tried to. Would have possibly seen the Gaulification as degradation of the human race, of the Aryan race, and so on. So you would have probably set out on a hunt for Gauls and other humans which were not real. Good. It might have led to the point that even the Nazis were thinking that only the humans who remained human would be humans worth saving. So it also might have widened the idea of the human, of the race ideology of the Nazis. It could have been actually good, sort of. However, they would have started out on a hunt on the Gauls. So probably, if the Gauls realized it fast, they would have been able, if they were not able to fight back, to retreat to areas into which the humans could not follow. So places of great radiation, let's say Berlin, because I assume at least one bomb would have been dropped in Berlin. So, If you would have been ghoul, Nazi would have been ghoul, who would have been ghoulified, you would have probably either killed yourself because you were into, because you're not a good Nazi if you're a ghoul, or you would have, hey, hi there, I was just waiting for you. Yeah. I will be. Yeah, come on. Let's take. Damn it. Sorry, let's take a look at the ghoul attack. Isn't it wonderful how they. Ghouls must really have some interesting claws. Shut up. Actually, why do I click you? I don't need your money. Yeah, I don't need your money. I could have, I could build something, but I don't want to. Oh wait, I do need you. Although I do not need your money. There you go. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. It's a morning show, so I'm still a bit stiff from the bed. And my chair sounds good, doesn't it? I need a new one, or I need some more. By the way, where's the bottle? Where did it go? Bottle. Oh, he's there. Okay, the ghoulification of an Nazi. So you would have either killed yourself, or would have given me some bottles. No, you did not. Or you would have become a ghoul. Let's say that you would not have changed your ideology. Although people can change, let's assume you have not changed. So, you would have probably got back your nice little uniform from those days, or maybe you were a neo-Nazi, whatever, you would have started to, you would have tried to have a nice little Nazi uprising in Germany once again. Nice little Nazi state, wouldn't you? Don't you think? Whatever. So, now we actually, I must confess, there was a video project, a movie project from England, who thought of the idea of Nazi zombies invading England. I think it was dropped. It had a funny, interesting trailer with I think it was a farmer, a British farmer, standing on a field, and then a pickelhaube. I don't know the English word for it. You know, the helmet with a pointy head dropped down on him because there was a Nazi flying over him who bound his or Nazi zombie over him who bound his leg to a balloon and was driven by the wind. So one of those old balloons with a net around it was funny looking. Sadly, they dropped it, but at least I got my Iron Sky. By the way, next year I think will be Iron Sky 2 will be released on. I'm waiting for it. Iron Sky 1 was great. If you have not seen it, you should try. Halten, Herr Untermensch, das ist die Luftschleuse. Whatever. Okay, so back to topic. Renazification of Germany. So, yeah. Out of radiated Berlin, the ghouls might have the possibility to start another nice little Nazi state. And when you've got Nazis, you've got a mad scientist. That's the law. You have to have a mad scientist. And maybe that one of those scientists might have gone mad. Not mad. Not one of those scientists got ghoulified himself too. So we have a scientist who... Oh, this is scientist heaven, isn't it? You are... you cannot die due to old age. Well, you are not... you cannot sire children anymore. You cannot breed any children anymore, but you can research forever. Oh my god. Well, okay, so we have a nice little mad Nazi ghoul scientist, or is it a ghoul Nazi scientist, or a ghoulie? No, yeah, it must be however, a scientist. So, and he can research on anything he wants. So, first of all, he would probably, and that's why you have to do it. Not why you have to do it, but they will do it anyway. You will research on the sterility problem of ghouls. I think there is a sterility problem. The mutants got sterile, whatever. Yeah, and I do already have an idea for the next Fallout. What you can... Oh, whoa, don't die on me. No, don't die on me. Okay, so mad scientist researching sterility problem of ghouls. The Nazi ghouls would have probably rounded up all those ghouls who would not follow their ideology. Guess what? They did it. They would do it again. Don't believe so? Well, read a history book. So the scientists would have to have some ghouls to experiment on. I don't know if he would have been able to clear the problem. Let's say he would have not been able. So the next thing would have been how he can create more ghouls, because Nazi needs more the Nazi Germany needs more soldiers. Let's call it the G and Z. No, wait, ghoul, Nazi. No, G and G. Sorry, not that. Ghoul Nazi Germany. G and G. G and G. That's stupid name. GGN? NGG? National Socialist Germany of Ghouls? Whatever. NGG sounds good. NGR? Yeah, NGs. For now, NGs. Nazi ghouls. So the NGs would have needed more soldiers. So how to get them if you cannot breed them? Well, there's only one probable solution for that. Find those Übermenschen. well, if you become ghoulish and you if you are able to become ghoulish, then you would be in the twisted sense of NG Übermensch, because your body is able to adapt to the radiation. So the NGs would have probably started to... Oh, wait. No. That was a long one. Sorry for that. Okay, so Nazi ghouls. Problems with reproduction. That would have probably led to the point that the mad scientists, or that the political leaders of the G, probably would have, with support of the mad scientists, would have thought that maybe they should need to find more Übermenschen who are not in hiding, but they are not aware that they are an Übermensch. So they would start out of their safe zone in heavily radiated Berlin. Town wherever the NGs retreated to, they would start raids out of it to abduct the rest of the non-ghoulified population. So they would, try to ghoulify them, either with radiation or other. Another fire. I need to put it out because I do need fires. Sorry, need to tend to that. No, damn it! Get down there. You too. Oh, perfect. You are. No, not you. I need you. And now I need you. And let's hope not one of you dies out on there. Need to tend to that. Yeah, pick the wrong one. You look good. Although you might die very fast. You look good too. 6 in the room. I'm sorry for the sound of... I can't change it. Panic! They're dying too fast. Stop that. Oh, you're level 1s. Okay, whatever. Still, you're dying too fast. Stop it. Stop it. Just put out the fire. Stop dying. Okay. So, the NGs. Back to the NGs. They would start to try to ghoulify the rest. By the way, this is purely fictional. I don't know if we would really try to do that. Well, I probably would have died. due to radiation or other stuff. And when they succeeded in that, they would, well, let's say they are kind of succeeding, or they're forcing the rest of the population into hiding, fortifying themselves, and the ghouls, the NGs, might roam free. You have non-NG, non-Nazi ghouls in Germany, but if they were not concentrated, they would have probably, let's say, they what is it? Mitlaufen. Whatever. They were probably, maybe they would be a resistance in secrecy, but probably they would do nothing and rearrange them with the new government. Ha ha ha. Just like they did in the history. So, then after that, they would probably try to send raids to other European countries to find more ghouls, more whatever. We would have another a ghoul nation in Germany, maybe. Who would also think that radiation is good, totally different from today, and probably they would even think that why should we use lead for our reactors if they were able to build some? Well, don't forget they have a mad scientist, and mad scientists can build anything. And then they would, if they were able to build new reactors. No, they were not. We don't have any uranium. Germany don't has natural resources of uranium, so they would try to get uranium or other stuff which is radioactive. But yeah, they would. Well, they would do some experiments and stuff like that, and so we're actually Fallout might lead. Well, in my fantasy, it might lead. I don't know if you disagree on that. Feel free to comment on it. But it might lead to another Nazi Germany, or a ghoul. Maybe not Germany, but a ghoul nation, in a Nazi ghoul nation in Europe, because the Nazi ideology is so twisted and stupid that it might happen. And now to Fallout 5. What the idea I have mentioned some minutes ago would be: can we have a research group, a research expedition into the rest of the United States to get a hold of the FEV virus? So picture some let's say picture a group of 8 ghouls in black uniforms who are trying to get a piece of the not a piece but a sample of the FEV virus, so they are able to create the superhumans they want so badly. They might be able. They might. You just maybe find the remains of them in Fallout 5, or maybe you find them and make fun of it out of it, please. They're Nazis. Nazis are nothing more than ridiculous. Well, they're dangerous and ridiculous, but they're ridiculous, in my opinion. Would it be possible, Bethesda, please, if you listen to this, could you make this happen? Thank you. It would be nice. Would be really nice. But whatever. Yeah, what is your thought on that? What do you think would happen in other European countries? Feel free to comment, or feel free to call in via Skype, either today or the other days. I will be, when I'm on air. You can find me in Skype under the name Ike van der Deik. And if you found that scribble note, you have found me, no, the scribbled picture of me. But whatever, yeah. Feel free to call in and tell me of your thoughts. But whatever. Let's see. Actually, yeah, my brain is kind of empty right now for the Ghoul Nation, and actually it was fun to think about a Ghoul Nation, Nazi Ghoul Nation, because you also have, they would, the feral ghouls, if some ghouls would feral, they would probably, the other ghoul NGs would probably hoard them together and try to equip them with weapons they would be able to use, so claws, and maybe reinforce their teeth, so they would be sent to the front in as a suicide or storm trooper kind of idea, so to break through the lines and wreak havoc on the population, not on the population but on the enemy. Well, and then after on the population as well, but they would try to, just like war dogs. Oh, hello, who found Nathan? Wonderful. Yeah, actually, I think I might use that for a pen and paper. Wonderful. Oh yeah, feel free, if you are either Bethesda or a modder or a pen and paper or writer or whatever I just told you, feel free to use it, as long as you give me the credit and say that you have the idea from some place else. And please don't make an MMO out of it. Thank you. I don't think there should be a Fallout MMO, but that is an entirely different story. Yeah, that's... Oh. No. Wonderful, wonderful. So fine, so fine. Just one. Noise. Yeah, except for that one, the rest is... I cannot even use that flask. But whatever. Well, he found better stuff than my Mr. Knight, who only found crap. Crap. Okay, this one looks kind of good, but yeah, most of it is crap. Oh, by the way, can I... yeah, actually. So. I need 5 of them. 2. Your stats are not good enough. Oh, by the way, and you're still in the power plant. I need to replace you. You, on the other hand... Ah, damn it, I missed the point. I missed the point in time. I wanted to... Good. Now, do... that. Well, actually, I think I might call it an end for today, because really my brain is kind of empty for now. Maybe if I come up with some more for that, but I don't think, since I don't want to, I don't think there should be Fallout in Europe. So, since we, I have to assume that we do not have had any shelters. Whatever, if you're a modder, feel free to mod, to make a whole mod out of it. Would be nice to see, would be a lot of work. If you need ideas, feel free to tell me, then I might have something to focus on. And if you need a voice actor, don't use me. Oh well, I would do it too. But probably there are betters out there. Whatever. So, yeah. I think, as I said, I might call it a day. And I wish you a good night's sleep, or a good day, or a pleasant evening, wherever you are, and whenever you're listening to this. I don't think that I will be on air tomorrow. Maybe I will do it spontaneously, but I do have to work tomorrow, quite early. So, if I do, it will be, as I said, spontaneously, and probably only an hour. I'll take a look at it. Maybe if I come up with some more ideas. And since I do not have to work on Mondays and Tuesdays, I will think that I will not be on air on those 2 days as well. Everybody needs some time off. But maybe I will do it spontaneously as well. I'm not so sure right now. After all, I will drink my morning coffee. Anyway. Okay, so, yeah. And with those red roaches invading, I wish you a pleasant day. See you. As usual, I will let the stream run for a bit in the main menu. So, whatever. See you.